Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, December 22nd, 2014 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I claim love as my purpose. And we are officially in Capricorn today. We shift from 0 degrees into 1 degree at some point today. And so we are in the Capricorn vibration. And not only do we have the sun in Capricorn, we have the moon, we have Venus, we have Mercury, we have Vesta in there, and Pluto. So there is a lot of Capricorn energy. And Capricorn is a cardinal sign. And the cardinal signs are the signs that begin the seasons. So they're usually the go for it sign. And, if you are celebrating any holiday, we are, winding down the days till Christmas, winding down the days till, of Hanukkah. You may find yourself feeling hurried, busy. I personally have not done a lot of Christmas shopping yet, so there is a little bit of the, what am I going to do? But I'm kind of in a place of surrender. It's going to happen if it's going to happen, and if not, people can have after Christmas presents. They can have New Year presents, and that's going to be okay. My priority has been me, and that's ultimately what I'm urging of you today. And speaking of that, we have all this Capricorn energy, so we may get caught up in the to-do. And I always love Shannon's advice when it comes to to-do, and instead shift it to allow. That is so important. And the moon is connecting with Mercury today. And so the moon, your emotions are going to get pulled in, and Mercury's going to be like, I've got my mind going, I have all these things on my mind. And I encourage you to bring in the to allow list and remember that we are still in this solstice energy. We are still in this new moon energy, new moon in Capricorn. And so what you're thinking is what seed you are planting to, pop forth in the spring. So be conscious of the fertile soil that is in your mind, that is in your feelings. So, speaking of feelings, it will be an interesting day because we are in the last day, the last full day of Saturn in Scorpio. Saturn moves into Sagittarius tomorrow, Tuesday, December 23rd at 8:34 a.m. So this is the last little bits of this 29 degree of Saturn. And because of that, we are digging in really deep to that root chakra place, to that survival, to our fears, to what we need to let go of, to the boundaries we need to set, to the place that we need to get into for ourselves so we can fully step into our power. And I think the Astro always helps us. And it may be one of those days, we have some tough aspects. So, we got to be conscious of our minds. The moon is then going to be squaring Uranus. And Uranus has just moved direct. So it is like Uranus in Aries is like moving forward in Aries, that I am vibration. This is who I am. And so you're ready to step into it. And the moon in Capricorn is still going through its own personal transformation with Pluto there, but it may not have caught up. Your emotions may not have caught up with the vibration of your I am. And so there may be a little bit of this going on, the old way versus your new way, So check your responsibility, how you respond to things. Are you responding from that old place? Are you responding from your I am vibration? What are you responding from? Be conscious of that. And then the moon is meeting up with Pluto. So there we have that transformation ability. But the moon does represent our emotions and sometimes hidden emotions. And so when it comes to Pluto, those things can come bubbling up. And with the combination of that and this last day of Saturn in Scorpio, those things make them bubbling up. And I urge you with this. It's so easy to get distracted today with all of the to-dos. If you fall into the place of to-do instead of to allow, don't get so busy that you forget your greatest to allow, which is to allow your process, your work, your stuff to come up and forward. Don't put your survival issues, which is Saturn and Scorpio, really gets into our root chakra survival issues. Don't put your survival issues on trivial things like, are you going to have a chance to get a Christmas present for your hairdresser? You may love your hairdresser, but they won't understand if you bring it by a week later. Focus on what needs to come forward with you. Take some time with you. I I really urge you to do that. We also have the moon in the evening connecting with Venus. And I love this because I think that this is going to like reflect outward. You know, if people are going to trigger us, we're going to see it and it's going to, reflect and help us do our own work. It also gives us an opportunity to show up for ourselves. Venus is always about your long-term relationships, and your longest long-term relationship is the one that you have with yourself. So if you haven't had time all day, take some time in the evening to show up for yourself and do something nice for yourself. This is the last day of Saturn in Scorpio until it retrogrades back. And I feel, as I was looking at the astro, I was like, if I don't take the time, I'm scheduling it in my book, if I don't take the time to do the work that I need to do with this, I do feel that when it goes back in, that I might get a little bit of a wallop. So I've actually scheduled it in my planner to take some time to just do some ceremony over this, do some work, do some processing with myself and just looking, what's going on in my root chakra, what's going on with my fears, what's going on with me transforming myself and stepping into my power. So come back tomorrow for Saturn in Sagittarius information. But for today, I love this. We just went through the solstice, this new moon. It's almost like a new year. And I pulled the card the Fool, which the Fool is like starting off on this new trek, starting off on a journey, having the wide eyes wide open and seeing the magic that's all around. This is where your fertile mind wants to live, in the place of the Fool that is just so open to experience that everything is magic, everything is a miracle. So I think this confirms we are starting this new path. So step up with the new you, step into your new responsibility, and claim love as your purpose. That is all for today. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.